Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode here on Kinlaig. I am just weeding the cotton field. It's gonna take about a minute. Look how quickly this thing goes. Seeing as we're not doing a time lapse, I'm allowing myself to go at the maximum speed that this can go in. That's perfect. That's really quick. So let's see. Yeah, it is working perfectly. We need to do those 3 fields actually. I know it says 2. But it's actually 3 because we have combined 2 of them. What we need to do then is, first of all, I want to show you what I've added under the tree in the middle of the soon-to-be grass field. Well, not soon-to-be. We have we've actually drilled it in the previous episode, right? But I have added some decoration, one decorative item under the tree, so that could be great. We also need to buy some mineral feed because, as we've just seen. I was just checking that we are out of mineral feed in the feed mixer, so we need to get on top of that. Otherwise, we won't have food for the cows. And speaking about cows, we need to get them sold. So we will sell a few cows, probably about 8 or so. I do believe that's going to be good enough. We're going to earn some money because they're worth a bit, quite a bit actually. And then we're going to plant sunflowers and onions today. This is going to be the big job for today. And probably then I think we're gonna move to April and see what we need to do, because otherwise there's nothing left to do in March. I don't want to check what's up with the clothing factory. We have only 440 liters, so the tailor shop is working quite slowly. Shall I increase this productivity to 100%? The issue I have is that the best price for clothes it's going to be in May. If we take a look here, it says May, right? And the value right now, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. So it's 14,256 and then 14,539. Yeah, it's not that far away from the best price. What does clothing go for? Let's quickly check that. So clothes go for. Oh yeah, so it is a big dip. So if we go, it says April here. It says April here. Yeah, that's a bit strange. That mod sometimes can be off. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna increase that to 200%. So we will get our payment, or should I say cash in, on the investment at the right moment. I mean, we're not playing realistically here, so it's okay to do these things, right? I mean, otherwise we're going to sell them. Don't get me wrong, they're going to bring a lot of money regardless if we sell them now or in December, right? So that's like 19,000 something per pallet. That's quite a lot of money. But we could, you know, work around the rules a bit, as so to speak, and sell them, you know, earlier at the best price, right? And earn some more money, and I don't know, maybe buy a new field or something. Yeah, so let me get all those 3 fields of cotton sprayed with herbicide, and then I'm gonna see you back at the farm. Alright, scratch that. Before we go back to the farm, I decided to take the Lambo to the shop and do some changes. So we're gonna add a front loader to this, and this is going to be our loading tractor, right, instead of the JCB, just because it has a CVT gearbox. Shall we do quickie, or shall we do our... Let's do the quickie, so we can paint it in Lambo colors. There we go. Yeah, so it is going to be easier to work with this than with the JCB. We've got a lot of pallets to load this year. We've got a lot of salmon and trouts as well, right? So it's going to be easier to do that with the Lambo. And plus, I think it looks cool, or it might look cool. I think we're going to go with the... Yeah, we're going to go with the largest one, I guess you could say, right? Okay, are we gonna paint it white? Are we gonna leave it black? Let's do it like that. 9,500, there we go. Gonna look a bit funny. I don't know, a tractor like that with a front loader. I always assume tractors need to be a bit smaller, right? To have a front loader arms on them. I don't know. There we go. Oh, it looks all right. Yeah, it fits. I think having it painted white would be a bit too much. Something else I need to buy is, and this is, well, this is the main reason why I've decided to come to the shop, is we need mineral feed. So let's grab do we have the... Do we have those front loader tools with tension belts on them? I don't remember. We have the lift wood. Because driving with 2 pallets is going to be impossible. Okay, so yeah, let's buy 1 Oh, we don't have the I don't have the forks with me. I just have the loader arms. Why don't we just go ahead and buy a trailer? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna buy this. Do we need the extension? No. I mean, we will need it at some point. Might as well just get it instead of renting it. Placement, yeah, sure. Good. So that's another 20 grand gone, and we can use the class here to load everything up. We will need it in a few months' time, right? Selling all the clothes and the fish and whatnot, right? I don't know where I'm gonna park it though. Can we actually load it up with the fence? It only has a bell grab, but I don't know. We shall find out in a minute. Let's grab that. Let's grab 2 pallets. Yep, there we go. We need that for the feed mixer. Oh, it has okay, it does have forks. Good. It's been a while since I've used this, you know, because we've started manufacturing or producing everything. Whoa, everything we need on our own, right? I don't need to come back here to the shop to buy stuff. Only mineral feed, right? Kilted pistons. I really do like the names the Giants have given all the productions here. Productions and, you know, sell points and stuff like that. Really, really good. Excellent. That was easy. Who said pallet loading is difficult, right? The trick is just loading 2 pallets at a time, right? It looks a bit ridiculous, but we will need this trailer real soon. But yeah, let's get back to the farm and unload this with the new loader arms we've got for the Lambo. Alright, so let's test this out. I do have the forks right here. Perfect. I think we can only put 1 pallet at a time. I keep forgetting. It can only hold, I think, 1,000 liters of mineral feed, so that should be fine. Also, the Lambo, as you can see, already has... This is how we bought it, right? It has the wheel weights at the back, so it just... Everything clicks, you know? It fits. This was meant to be this way. This looks... This looks bizarre. Very bizarre seeing the Lambo like that. I mean, 220 something, 250 horsepower, and what you do with it, you load pallets, right? But it is a multi-purpose tractor, I guess you could say. Especially now. I think it's gonna... Oh, it doesn't take everything. Okay, so how many liters can we actually hold here? Oh yeah, 1,000 liters. Oh, maybe it had a few liters in it. Okay, good. So this is gonna keep producing food for us. Turning radius is really not that very good, I should say. Not that very good with the Lambo. It is nice having all-wheel steering, of course. Maybe I should buy another JCB, the medium one, right? Not the largest one that we have, or the smallest one that we also have, but the medium one. Okay, so the extra pallet is gonna go to our secondary shelf, or shelf system, I should say, that I have put in. Right here. So I put in, I don't know if I showed it to you guys. I've put in another one, right? So this is going to hold our products, like the products that we're going to sell. And this is going to hold like the farm stuff, right? So we've got some herbicide here and fertilizer. But yeah, so this goes in the second new one. Perfect. And now we're just gonna park the Lambo again. But not before, let me go ahead and drive. Oh, we need to park the trailer first. Oh, we need to find somewhere to put the trailer. Can we just reverse it in here, maybe? I do have the axle lock mod enabled, I do believe, so reversing with this shouldn't be so tricky. Let's see if we can actually put it next to our budding trailer. Okay, so I'm gonna lock the axle here. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Good. So it is a bit tricky to reverse because the axle is locked, so it's gonna skip a bit, but it's much easier than doing it without locking the axle, of course. There we go. Whoa. I'm a bit terrible at this, as you well know. But it is doable, as you can see. Just need to remember to unlock the trailer before we unhook the trailer. There we go. Perfect. So what have I done with our lonely tree here? Basically what I've done is, well, I've added a rocking chair or a rocking bench or a swing bench. There we go. See? Nothing special, right? It's just a swing here, so you can sit around, admire your Lambo, the farm, the mountains. Yeah, I think it's a good spot for it. It's a nice, cozy, relaxing spot. We've got some bushes growing here already, which is fantastic. Yeah, that looks great. With spring and everything, that could be a nice thumbnail for the video, right? Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that later. Ooh, this is really nice. I do like it. So cool. Right, let's go sell some cows. I believe their value has gone up because their health should have gone up. If you guys remember in the previous episode, they ran out of food and they nearly died. Thank God they didn't. And now we can sell them. That sounds a bit cruel, but well, such is farming, right? Some cows are just are here to be sold, right? So we have... Why don't we go ahead and sell? How much would 8 yield us? 25. That actually pays for the trailer. How many can we do in our trailer? Or how many can we transport in our trailer, I should say? We could transport 6. Yeah, so let's do 2 trips. We're gonna sell 12 cows. I think that's a good number. We will still... Do you know, why don't we sell all of them? Yeah, we could do 3 trips, right? And sell all of them, really. Like, we don't need so many cows, right? On the farm. And they are, well, these cows are bred for profit, right? And to be fair, these cows have been with us since pretty much the beginning of the series. I haven't sold any cows yet. Unless I'm mistaken or something, right? So let's sell all of them. Whoa, man, the turning radius on the Lambo. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. Yeah, so let's get all of them sold. When I say all of them, all the grown-up ones. We're gonna drive to the animal dealer. Transport vehicle is no longer available. What? Oh, you need to be... I think you need to have the tractor on the trigger. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna get you guys, move the trailer. Whoops. Not sure how much we're actually saving by driving them there. But yeah, they are going to the animal dealer. To the abattoir. Okay, so first load of Highland cattle is arriving to the animal dealer. Do they have some Highland cattle here on display? I don't think they do. Well, they will have now. They will have now. So these guys, 19.5. Good, nice profit. Is it worth it? Keeping them for so long? Probably not. I think the best time to sell them is, let's say around... Once they reach maturity, I think. So when they're done with the puberty period, right? That's when it's best to sell them, I think. Otherwise, you're just spending money to feed them. So if we take a look at what we have now, so these guys have not fully matured yet, but I think once they reach this price, which is probably at around 20 months, right? It's best to sell them. Right, and the last load, this would be the third one, would bring us to, let's see, 153,514. So that would be what, 60, 58, 58,000, 58,500. Yeah, not bad, not bad for a. It's a good profit, but I don't think it pays off to keep them for as long as we did. But yeah, nearly 60 grand, not bad at all. Right, so the question is, can we pull the cedar with the Lambo? I don't remember. I think we can take a look right here. This requires 300 horsepower. Yep, that is a no-go. So Lambo, you go back in the shed. And rest a bit until we need you again. Out of all the tractors here in this playthrough, this is the favorite. This is my favorite. No doubt about it. So cool, so versatile. And yeah, we have gone quite big on our equipment here. That's completely fine. So seeing as the JCB has the weight on it, we're going to use it and not the New Holland. Going to save a bit of time of replacing our equipment. We could park the New Holland here with the big machines, or with the other big machines, I should say. Whoop, there we go. Now we need to plant sunflowers and onions, right? Oh no. Oh, this is not good. How did I... how am I supposed to... Can I... Okay, I'm gonna have to unfold it in order... In order to get it out, we need to unfold it. Okay, well... There we go. I mean, that works perfectly, right? Perfectly. So let's start with the sunflowers, seeing as we have this. For the onions, we would need the other planter. But yeah, let's get it done. Right, so both fields have been planted and rolled. Fantastic. I remember the Lambo can actually pull the roller, so I ended up using it, you know, to roll the fields. What's going on with the graphics right here? That's kind of strange. But yeah, why not? It is a brilliant tractor. I like it. Right, so I think the last thing we need to do before we move to April is to make sure the tailor shop is set to 200%. So we're going to set the spinnery to 200%. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to set the tailor shop to 200%. Perfect. So hopefully when we wake up in April, we should have, fingers crossed, we should have at least one pallet of clothing, right? Let's quickly take a look at the secondhand market. Do you know, I've never used these. I should. I think it's a cool machine. I don't know what to call it. Is it a tractor? Is it a whatever? I don't know. It's a car. Maybe we should do a playthrough with one of these. Okay, so we do have this. We've got one, right? I want the other part, right? That's not a bad thing to have on the farm as well, but we don't really need it. Okay, so let's move on to April. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at our fields. I think what we need to do now is actually fertilize everything. This has now started to grow. Wow, this looks amazing. Imagine what it would look like when it's fully grown. Oh, I can't wait to start. You know what? Why don't we do that right now? Fertilize everything. We're going to use the beast, so it's always nice. Our cows have lost all of their health because we didn't feed them, but that's okay because we didn't have any food for them. And now we do. So let's start by feeding the cows. This is the most important thing, of course. Take care of your livestock, right? I keep forgetting how much material this truck can hold, but I think it's 12,000, I don't know. We are about to find out. At least now we have less cows, right? So we don't need to, we won't have any issues feeding them. Provided that I actually remember, right? So this holds 7,600. I was I was way off. Way off. There you go, guys. Food for you. Food for you. What about straw? Are you guys good for straw? Oh yeah, you are. Perfect. These guys are good for food as well. These guys are good for food as well. They have the meadow. Perfect. Perfect. What about the spinnery in the tailor shop? This will require more hay. That's okay. So we do have 1.5 pallets. 1.5 pallets of clothing. That's 50 grand right now. If we go ahead and sell it right now. Amazing. Simply amazing. The price for trouts is increasing, which is fantastic. Price for young salmon is increasing as well. We're going to see 2 million again, I think. Yeah, no doubt about it. The fish lake is good. The young fish breeding has run out of fish food. Okay, so we need to provide more fish food for them, but the factory isn't working. Oh no, everything is breaking down. Everything is breaking down. Yeah, we will have more food once we harvest our fields. That's great. Let's wake the beast up. What do we have to plant in this month? I think we need to plant soybeans. Yeah, okay, so we could put soybeans in. That's going to be done in the next episode. And I believe this is it. Yeah. So it's just soybeans, yeah, and then it's just a matter of harvesting. Okay, good. Let's see if I can unload directly into the shelving units here. If I remember correctly, it's done to the right. Right? Yep. Oh, this is so good. So satisfying when it works. And we need the liquid fertilizer. What? Why did it stop? Okay. Why is it not filling up? That's kind of strange. Pallets, tanks, liquid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. Okay. It's kind of odd. It started filling up the tank, but then it stopped. Okay, and now it's working again? Right. That's a confusing moment. But I guess it does work. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna need more than 2,000 liters, more than 1,000 liters even for all of our fields. Right, so let's test this theory out. I'm gonna unfold here. I do have the minimap open because I like seeing the colors change. You know, from the red that we are just about to see now, the hideous red that basically says everything is wrong, to green. Although, to be fair, this is a grass field, right? So it's gonna remain sort of like reddish because grass doesn't require a lot of fertilizer. But there we go. Oh, this thing is so quick. So this will forever be this will forever be orangey. And also the soybeans as well. So, well, it is what it is. I wonder how long this is going to take. We're going to find out. I want to quickly talk about the Triple Threat Challenge series. By the time this episode that you're watching right now is out, I will have recorded, I think, yeah, 4 episodes already. So I haven't played on that map in a few weeks, which is, do you know what? I'm not going to do... well, I say, I'm going to try and refrain from doing that in the future. Because, well, it's not that fun. I mean, I was really excited about the series. I still am. And what ended up happening is that I recorded a few episodes in advance. So 4 episodes. And then, you know, I cannot release them, all of them, one by one, because I want to give you guys some variety. And so I want to release an episode of Kinlaig and an episode of the Fishing Valley, right? And so I didn't want to progress with the recording until I, you know, posted the videos and read your feedback. So it's a good job I have notes, right? I do take notes of the of what I've done in each episode, so that when I get to the next episode, I know what to do, right? I know what to do next. So episode 5 is about to be recorded, and in that episode, that's gonna be the big one, right? We're gonna be in January, and I'm really excited for that because I want to get a no on the roll for the loan. I want to get another loan because that will enable us to, you know, buy more equipment and maybe start getting a new field or something. But granted, yes, it's gonna add $100,000 to our bank account or to our ever-growing loan, but it's gonna be nice and interesting, I guess. So I hope you guys are excited for that series, as I am. It's gonna be a good one, I feel. And it's a good job we're wrapping up things here on Kinlaig, so we will have more time to do or to focus on the Fishing Valley and Wola Zabrizowska, which is great. 2 series I'm really excited about, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So we have barely scratched the surface in terms of in terms of the fertilizer in the tank. Why do they have such large tanks on these machines? I don't know. With precision farming, really, you don't really need a lot of fertilizer. Well, granted, I am fertilizing grass, right? But maybe if we go to... if you have, like, massive fields, like if you're playing on an American map, and it's your first time fertilizing them, then maybe, yeah, you would be using a lot more fertilizer than I'm using right now, right? And we need to go around the tree, like so. Perfect. There's still a small spot here that I have missed. There it is. Excellent. So this is now showing perfect. Yes, perfect. So we should have so much hay soon enough. Hopefully we will have enough to sustain the feed mixer until we will be able to cut this the first cut of grass, right? Right, so all fields have been fertilized. Something is a bit off with the precision farming map. I'm not sure why, but if we go and take a look at the sunflowers field, I've got this strips of lower fertilizing or lower nitrogen levels, and then the correct ones, around the field. I'm not sure why. I mean, seeing as I've cultivated it and harvested it correctly, and now I've properly fertilized it. Why is it not uniform? I'm not sure. Also, it's the same thing with the onions, right? You see those spots here? Kind of strange. Not sure what's that about. Maybe during harvest, I didn't harvest it correctly or properly, and so we get those spots everywhere. I don't know. This is good. This is very uniform, which is fantastic. I do see that we have a boatload of pallets here of salmon that we will need to purchase. But seeing as we do have extra time today, this is turning out to be a shorter episode than I have planned. Why don't we go ahead and plant soybeans as well? I mean, we've got the tractor almost hooked up to the feeder, so we could plant soybeans with this and get stuck again. Actually, do you know what? I want to test something. Can I bring this out? Whoa, what's going on? Can I bring this out of the shed if I use... Nope, no, stop. There we go. If I go through here, because you see it's a bit higher here. Oh, wow. Maybe it's a ground issue? I don't know. Oh, well. Let's set it to soybeans. We're gonna do a time-lapse out of this. There we go. So now we should have 3 times the amount of soybeans that we had before, which is great. Unfold everything. I really do like this seeder slash planter combo. It's really cool. So this requires no fertilizer, which is fantastic. There we go. Turn this on. No tram lines. And soybeans are going in the ground. There we go. Perfect. Right. Let's get it done. Alright, so I didn't plan this, but I think we are done with planting for this season. So this might be the last time we would use these two. But yeah, let's just make sure that I am correct. We need, for the fish food, so we will need soybeans, and we will need canola, and we have sunflowers. So that's great. Looks like we would have a lot more oil than we need, but that's okay. We will be able to produce more fish food. Also, once we rent that onions production, right? Some of the oil, I'm not sure which one will go to that. Maybe all of them, I don't know. We shall see. And the fish will require fish food, so I'll need to supply them with that. Otherwise, I could maybe turn this off for now. Do you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and do that. We could deactivate that. Let's try and be self-sufficient, right? This will have wheat once we're done with the wheat, and sunflowers and so on. Canola as well, so that's great. This one is going strong. We still have 16,000 liters of wool in here. You know what? Go on. Let's do it. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it to 300%. I mean, why not at this point? Let's have some more fun. The cows are doing great, I believe. Yeah, we'll need to feed them more. I will also, off cam, I will take care of the weeds in all the fields. And yeah, these guys do not need fertilization, right? Yeah, perfect. Good. This is good. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it here. Let me... Where should we... Let's stand here. At the fish pond. We haven't done that in quite a while. Look at the fish swimming. So I didn't really plan for us to finish planting for this season, or indeed this series, but it's a good job we did. I think we accomplished a lot in this episode. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button under the video and let the algorithm know that you have enjoyed the video. Subscribe as well if you're new and you haven't already and you want to see more videos in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.